Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Dennis Voytko, and I am the Working for a Living Caucus candidate for International Secretary-Treasurer. My resume is posted on this page, and I believe that, based on my education and experience, you will find me qualified and able to fulfill the duties of this office and serve the members of this union. I take great pride in my reputation as an honest and accountable office holder and person, but in my opinion, my greatest asset as an International Executive Board officer is my love of our great union and my passion for reforming and restoring it to the intentions of its architects as spelled out explicitly in our Constitution. The last line of the first paragraph of the preamble to the Constitution states, "With the orderly processes of such government lies the hope of the worker in advancing society towards the ultimate goal of social and economic justice." Does anyone actually believe we are advancing towards social and economic justice? The income equality gap is at its greatest level in our history. The average U.S. CEO makes a staggering 269 times more than his or her workers and 4 times more than their global counterparts. Yet we are preached to about competitiveness. Our current and recent past union and government leaders are cooperative and complicit in allowing the degradation of the middle class of America by corporations, all of which are recording record profits. Labor unions in general, and the UAW specifically, are the last line of defense for the working men and women of this country. Continuing with the preamble, lines 1 through 15 on page 4 of the Constitution read, "Essential to the UAW's purpose is to afford opportunities for workers to master their environment, to achieve not only improvement in their economic status, but of equal importance, to gain from their labors a greater measure of dignity, of self-fulfillment, and self-worth. Workers must also participate meaningfully in political and legislative action because government impacts importantly on their lives and on their communities. If government is to be the means by which people achieve a humanitarian and equitable society, it must be responsible and accountable government. Therefore, the UAW has a duty and responsibility to promote real and meaningful participatory democracy through its members and their families so that free people and their institutions may be heard in the councils of government and so that office holders are guided by principle alone. One thing we are all born with that no one can take away from us is free will. I decided to join the Working for a Living Caucus because I could no longer just sit back and accept what was happening in my union and my country. I was inspired by the courage of people in the Me Too and Time's Up movement and student activists against gun violence, as well as teachers across the country who recently just said, "Stop." We all need to take a stand now for labor and the middle class. We plan on reaching out to other labor groups after we get our own house in order here at the UAW. We will do that through strict constitutional adherence and compliance. I make very few promises because they are hard to keep. That one is not hard to keep. We cannot endure another 4 years of concessions and acquiescence by our leadership. We have to stop the race to the bottom, but we need your help. Please examine our platform and know that we are sincere and determined. Tell your delegates you've had enough. We could restore faith and greatness to the UAW, but we all need to exercise our free will. Please get involved. Thank you for your time, and God bless the hardworking men and women of America.